Turning pain into purpose. That's what hundreds of crime victims are doing this week as they convene on the Capitol.
CBS 13's Rachel Wolf shares their stories and what they hope to accomplish.
I'm a survivor!
They came with a clarion call.
Survivors speak, change happens!
As they arrived at the Survivors Speak California conference, the nation's largest gathering of crime victims.
My daughter was killed in 2018 and my grandson was brutally murdered.
Yolanda Carter from Chicago says someone she loved nearly beat her to death with a hammer while her son watched.
I've had already 13 reconstructive surgeries. I lost my left eye. I had to get my mouth wide. I couldn't eat for 6 months. I lost everything. And when it comes down to stuff like that, when you lose everything, it's like, where am I going?
One of hundreds of crime victims and their families hoping their voice can change hearts and history.
It's been 7 years, but I'm blessed and favored because what was a tragedy, God turned it into my purpose, and it's called A Mother's Way, so I speak for people who cannot talk.
Stephanie Hatton's son was shot and killed by police. She saw the impact to his entire family, especially the children. That's why she started Boulder Bridges in Stockton.
We need funding. We need some laws changed. We got laws on the books that will help us, and we're fighting for them. That SB 299 would certainly help.
Hatton says they are overwhelmed when it comes to trauma recovery.
We're answering phone calls. We're on murder scenes. We're bringing in impacted families. We're counseling. I have a trauma-informed licensed therapist who is on call free of charge so that these mothers can focus on burying their children.
After her daughter was murdered, Beatriz Barajas founded a support group for mothers who lost children due to gun violence.
It's important to the people, they know that we don't forget them. They're not here, but we are the voices.
They're asking lawmakers for more trauma recovery services, more victims' compensation funding, community-based reentry programs to reduce recidivism, and treatment and diversion programs for mental illness and addiction. Left with one eye and a metal plate in her skull, Carter sees the role she can play to stop domestic violence.
It's important to let them know that they're not alone and they do have options and they can get out of a situation, because now I'm not only a survivor, I'm a thriver.
Powerful message there. Well, the conference runs this week, including a rally tomorrow at the state capitol.